Good morning. It is time to wake up and Barca. Live Barcelona news coming at you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on the Undefeated channel. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about Barcelona's win against Alaves. If you missed the live watch along, I do have the reaction video up on the channel. You can go check it out. We're going to be talking about the performance. We're going to be talking about all things Barcelona in the good, the bad. Oh no, spoiler. We're going to be talking about the good, the bad, and the Barca from yesterday's match. That's going to be our main talking point from today. But then we're also going to talk about all the news that pops up. We'll be talking about Dembele updates. We'll be talking about injury updates, all things that pop up. Before we get things started, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can join the Undefeated community. Come hang out with us for all the Barcelona matches. We do live watch-alongs, and then, like I said, wake up in Barca. Live Barcelona news every Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning, right here on the Undefeated channel. Before we get into anything today, let's kick things off the right way, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the Undefeated Mustache John.
Okay, good morning, folks. First and foremost, apologies for the music there. Thought that I was playing a different playlist. So some of you may have heard some choice words there. Irish, they're doing good. Maybe at the end of today, if they're awake, I'll have them come running in. I've been keeping the pups out of the room mostly because I've been trying to be a little bit more polished on here, and they are quite a distraction, and they bark and they wrestle, and so it can be a little bit of a distraction. And so to offer a better show, I've been keeping them out, but that doesn't say that they won't be back in. That doesn't mean that puppy cam won't be back. We'll get all that going, don't you worry. But today's episode, like I said, is going to be talking about the match against Alaves. We're going to jump over, we're going to take a look at the stats, we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the Barca. What is going on here? Why will Spotify not go down? There we go. Okay. Also, I'm just having errors this morning. So I don't know if I turned this off or not. We're going to find out. Okay, good. So intro's off. Good. Mic is on. Good. Streamlabs, my, one of the softwares. What is the plural of software? One of the applications that I use is how I'll say that is down right now for some reason. I'm going to do a quick check, see if it's back up and running yet. But you might notice some of the features not working unless is it up and running again? Let me see. So typically we would have the chat right here, but that was not connecting and it was giving me an error. But let me see if it's up and running again. I know we're going to jump over to news in just a second. Everybody calm down. See here, chat box. We'll see. I'll turn that back on. We'll see if it works. Sub notification, turn that on. Nope, looks like we are still down, unfortunately. Okay, so you saw that box pop up. Said error. For some reason, Streamlabs is down. They've been under a lot of controversy for any of you fellow streamers out there. A lot of controversy for their software. Anyway, I digress. We're here to talk about Barcelona. I'm going to catch up on the chat, and then we're going to take a look at the stats from Barcelona. We're going to go over full team sheet. I'll give you some analysis, but then we will jump over and do a full good, bad, and Barca. And look at that chat box. What are we doing? Anyway, folks, it's Monday morning. Things are going to go wrong. How are you all doing? How are we feeling after yesterday's match? I get on Twitter thinking, oh, it's going to be happy days. People are going to be talking about the Barcelona win. Wrong. It felt like a loss if you go by the conversations on Twitter. So let me get caught up on the chat here. Kudus, good morning. The Stash Squad Commander. Coffee at dawn. Hello, hello. Ryan Scott. Klops and Robbers is with us. Ayush, good morning. Sem. Levi, starting off with that positivity, as always. Good morning. Sem is here with us. Hello. Andrew, good morning. Mini Death, hello. Takir, good morning. Ange is with us. Marjus the Apple. What's up, dude? Love the name. You stupid. Hello, hello. Yedu. What's up? All right, we got quite a crew in here with us today. So what do we think about the match yesterday, folks? I want to get into the good, the bad, and the Barca, but I want to get some thoughts. I want to get some opinions. Tim, good morning. Levi says, half-decent team would have beat us. Fair. Even though we played pretty well defensively, let's jump over and look at some stats. We played pretty well defensively. I still had some complaints. 10 shots, 4 on target. We have to do better when we have 76% possession. Have to be more forceful. Have to be more assertive in the attacking third. We got to get in front of goal. An overwhelming 691 passes, 86% accuracy. The 2 shots for Alaves over here, the problem is they were both dangerous. Both of them with better efforts could have gone in. And as Levi mentioned, if we were up against a more formidable opponent, we could have seen this game 2-1 or 1-1 against Barcelona. So looking at the stats, complete domination for Barcelona. No yellow cards, no red cards on either side. Very different match than what we saw against Athletic. 10 corners. 10 corners, and I don't think any of them were actually threatening. We have to do better with those stats, you guys. What are your takeaways just from that, looking at the statistics and knowing the scoreline? Simon, good morning, sir. Coffee's giving the team a 4.5 out of 10. Honestly, I think that's generous. I'd give us like a 3.5 or maybe a 4. Very happy that we got 3 points. Yes, listen, I don't want to take a turn to negative town. We got the 3 points, all right? That's hugely important for Barcelona as we take a look at the La Liga standings. Currently in 5th, but we are within a match's reach of top 4, Atletico, and that's our next match coming up. Barcelona have a heavy schedule in February. We're going to move past Copa del Rey. Our next match is Sunday, February 6th against Atletico. We're going to have a chance to leapfrog them in the table. We're a point down, but we're head-to-head. We can take 4th, and that would be 38 points. Betis has a match in hand, so if we win our match against Athletic, we'll be on 38 points. Betis will be on 40. If we win our match in hand, we'd be at 41, which would put us in the top 3. So coming up, a win against Atletico and a win with our match in hand puts us top 3. And that's something to be excited about. I know that we still have our problems. I know we still have injuries. We still have Dembele looming over our head. We still have to figure out what we're going to do rotating out our legendary club captains. But for the time being, let's at least let's take in these 3 points. Let's celebrate the 3 points. Ferran Torres, goal and assist in his last 2 matches. Got to be happy with that, right? We could talk a little bit about wanting a little bit more from his overall performance, but it's hard to judge any individual when we don't have a fully fit, healthy team. Am I right? Like, how much better would Frankie de Jong be playing if he had Pedri alongside him the entire year? How much better would any of the forwards be playing if Ansu Fati was out there with them? You get what I'm saying? So, it's tough. It is tough to judge right now. It is very tough to judge. Let me get some of your thoughts here. Ange has great assists from Ferran, but we need to make more chances with the possession we had. Yeah, way too much possession, way too many opportunities for us to only get 1 goal. Not enough. Ayush, have a good class, my friend. Enjoy your day. Sem says, Pedri was good, only player who actually tried some risks. I do think everyone seems to be playing not to lose, right? We're playing for possession, not for attacking. And there's a big difference. Just because you have the ball doesn't mean that you're attacking. And I think that's a little bit of what we're seeing right now. It's very reminiscent to 2012, 2013 Barcelona, unfortunately, which was towards the end of Xavi's career. But they revamped in 2015, so I'm not too worried about it. But at kind of the tail end, the heyday of the tiki-taka at Barcelona and Spain, when people were figuring it out, they just sat back, played bunker defense. And so we tickered and we taka'd all the way to 60, 70% possession and no goals. And that's what we're seeing right now at Barcelona. Got to get a number 9. Got to get more creative off the ball. That's a huge part of it. Lack of creativity off the ball. We're not creating enough space. You Stupid says, we'll have to play an ugly game against Atletico Madrid. They still play bully ball. Yeah, it's going to be very physical. It's going to be a grind. We're going up against Suarez, Griezmann, a full midfield of crafty veterans. It's going to be a tough match. We're going to need everybody here. We're going to be doing the live watch along. It's not for a couple weeks, though. Sunday, February 6th. We got plenty of episodes of Wake Up and Barca coming on before that. So don't you worry. We got plenty of action here on the channel while we have the international break coming up. Kuda says, who on this roster has a killer mentality when it comes to offense? We don't have that guy right now. Memphis is close. Jukla is close. But we don't have anybody that is that game changer, that when we're really up against it, we just say, just give him the ball. We don't have that player right now. It would be Ansu Fati. I'm hoping maybe it'll be Ferran Torres. I mean 12-13 as well, Levi. Basically, the 11-12, 12-13, 13-14, those were not good years for Barcelona or Spain. You Stupid says, waiting for Memphis to come back, and when he starts scoring goals, everyone will fall in love with him again. Big problem with Memphis right now is the chemistry. Got to get back to the chemistry. But so we've talked a little bit about it. I think it's time to give out our awards for the match against Alaves. It is time to go over the good, the bad, and the Barca. Alaves 0, Barcelona 1. Again, I woke up today, got on Twitter. I expected to see at least a little turn towards positivity from the Barcelona fan base, but I was wrong. Most people are just tweeting about the negative stuff, still talking about our captains that need to be rotated out. It is what it is. But we've got some good things to talk about. We've got some bad things to talk about. We've got some very Barcelona things to talk about. And of course, we'll be giving out the Mustache Man of the Match award at the end. So let's dive in. Let's first talk about what was good from this performance. And I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but Pedri is becoming our superstar. He's becoming captain reliable. I would say a future captain for Barcelona. A lot of people did not expect him to get the start after playing as much as he did in the Copa match, but he came out. He's our most impactful performer in the midfield right now. I like what I'm seeing from Frankie de Jong. He's pushing forward, trying to break through those midfield lines, but Pedri's doing it consistently. Every time Pedri gets the ball, he's looking to create opportunities. Busquets looks for passes. De Jong is kind of inconsistent, I'll say. But Pedri, whether it's passing or dribbling, he's looking to create that space. He's looking to create opportunities, and he's able to beat people on the ball, on the dribble, which is something that we're lacking right now. So happy to have Pedri back, happy with his performances. I want to see a little bit more in terms of goals and assists, but I think that'll come as the squad gets healthy and we get players back. So for the match against Alaves, Pedri gets the good box. That moves us on to the bad box. I really honestly couldn't pick out a specific player. Dest was underwhelming. This was a big opportunity for Dest to show himself, to prove himself to Xavi, I should say, and say, hey, I deserve some time on this team. Give me my right back position back from Dani Alves. Didn't happen, but his performance wasn't bad enough to get the bad box. Overall, if you look at the stats and you look at the scoreline, you got to say shots on target, our shooting accuracy, and shots in general has to improve. We have to be more precise, but also just let loose. You know what I mean? I just... So much possession, so many passes, so few goals. We have to figure it out. And it's the overall opportunities. We had Luke de Jong in there for what? 60, 70 minutes, something like that. How many crosses did we get in the air to Luke de Jong? I think two. That's poor effort. We have to do a better job of creating opportunities. I get it. Injuries, lack of a proper number 9, but with the talent that we have, we should be doing better. More shots, more goals. Need to have that. Shake that off. Shake that off. We're going to move on and talk about what was Barca now. And for those of you that are unfamiliar, what's Barca is always a box that is true to the Barcelona DNA. So for this one, we're going Nico. Came off the bench in yesterday's performance and was a little spark, a little light for Barcelona. Wasn't shy about dribbling forward. He is limited in his dribbling skills, I would say. His one move is basically dip of the shoulder, dip left shoulder, take it right. So I don't like having him pushed wide out on the right wing. I want him to be playing more centrally, but the effort is there. For those of you that follow Barcelona on Twitter, you probably saw the picture of him sitting down in the tunnel, just kind of staring out. He's taking this to heart. He's got the mindset and the passion that we want to see. So because of his attitude and his performance on the pitch, Nico gets the Barca box today. Wonderful effort. And now for the mustache man of the match. I spoiled it at the top of the show. It happens. Amateur hour here sometimes. But overcoming the criticism, getting a big match-winning goal, right place, right time, Frankie de Jong gets the mustache man of the match. Set up from Ferran Torres, received the cross from, was it Jordi Alba? Yeah, Jordi Alba, right foot pass, far post to Ferran Torres. Amazing composure to bring it down, square it to Frankie de Jong, who was in the right place at the right time. Came in with an early run, was offsides, but because of the run of play, got himself back on sides in time for Ferran Torres to find him for the match-winning goal against Alaves. It was literally the exact same thing that happened to us against Sevilla with the no offsides goal. Same reasoning, same logic for why it's not offsides for Frankie de Jong. So again, answering the critics, answering the call from Xavi. Reports were saying that Xavi was asking Frankie de Jong to do more offensively, to get in the box, to perform better on the attack. There it is. You got it, Xavi. So mustache man of the match, first time this year, Frankie de Jong for the goal against Alaves, 1-0 Barcelona. So what do you think, folks? What did I get right? What did I get wrong? Good, Pedri, bad, shots on target. You could also just say chemistry overall needs to improve. Dest narrowly missed that bad box, doing just enough to stay out of it. I want to see more from him. Got to see more from him. Nico, love the attitude, love the effort, bringing that Barcelona attitude for us. And then Frankie de Jong with the mustache man of the match. And Frankie gets picked on a lot because he has to cover a little bit more defensively, I think, than what he would like to do in that box-to-box role. But I digress. That's what we're talking about for the good, the bad, and the Barca. I'll turn to the chat. Let me know what you think, folks. Let's see here. You Stupid says, I remember when Enrique came in after tiki-taka era and said, this is not so many words, said in not so many words, Barca need a plan B. I'm glad he saw that writing on the wall. Xavi has to find a plan B when it gets hard. The plan B should be a Luke de Jong, right? Plan B is throw in Luke de Jong and lob crosses into the box. Problem is right now, because of our injuries, that's our plan A. Is the tiki-taka around the box and then get in a low cross to Luke de Jong in the box. And it ain't working out. We have to do better. Levi says, if you don't shoot, you don't score. It's very simple. Yep. I believe Larry Bird said that. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You know what I mean? Dembele was not injured. He had a stomach bug, which when he was trying to get transferred out of René's, however you pronounce it, same thing. Oh, I've got a stomach problem. I can't go to that match. Ooh. In terms of the players who was bad, Andrew, I could have picked on Dest a little bit. Jordi Alba played okay. Could have picked on Busquets a little bit, but nobody stood out as truly bad. At least not enough to get in the box. You know what I'm saying? You Stupid likes my takes. I appreciate it. LeBeau, how we doing? Ovi says, it's Luke de Goat, Sensei. Sorry. My apologies. My apologies. Did not mean any disrespect. Oh, Kudas, it was Wayne Gretzky. My bad. My bad. Kudas says, Larry Bird said, which one of you MFers is talking second? Was it Larry Bird or was it Wayne Gretzky? Oh, Larry Bird said, which one of you MFers is taking second? Okay, gotcha. That's right, in the 3-point contest. That's hilarious. Dennis Thorne, what's up, brother? Appreciate you correcting me on the Wayne Gretzky quote. Listen, we can just quote, we can credit all quotes to Larry Bird. I think we just do that. Yusuf, hello, saying Isco to Barcelona. I saw that, and listen, I mentioned before, we have not had an El Clasico player swap in a while. Isco would be very, very interesting to see at Barcelona. Has a relationship with Xavi because of the Spanish connection. I'm not a big fan of bringing Madristas into the camp now, but Isco would be one that I would maybe take a look at, to be honest. Levi, if you're asking who's Wayne Gretzky, you got to look it up. Greatest hockey player to ever play the game. So chat is not on the screen, like I mentioned, because we are having, the software that I use is having some technical errors, and it's glitching out and not letting me load. So right now, and I don't want to get into it. Basically, they are having some problems as a company. I might have to drop them. So no chat on the screen right now. I apologize to the fans out there for not getting the full show, but we'll figure it out. If they do not work their stuff out, we'll go to one of their competitors. No big deal. No big deal. Andrese says, these guys look slow and lack intensity. We don't have enough in the attack. I will say, I think we do lack intensity. Gavi brings it. Nico brings it. PK still brings it. PK still brings that intensity. Pedri does, but others not all the time. Not all the time. You Stupid says, I like how you talked about Yaya Toure yesterday. Him being the enforcer in the box before he left. Yeah, dude, he was a defensive mid, but if things were not working out, right? Here's the difference. For those times when we are just passing side to side around the box and we can't get that penetration, Yaya Toure would go, oh, you need penetration? Watch me take this through the line like I'm a linebacker going through to tackle the quarterback. Big, muscular, strong, technical though. Technical. So when he would break through the lines, he draws those defenders towards him, and then all of a sudden we get that space to open up. Busquets does none of that. Busquets, amazing composure on the ball. If you were playing soccer in a phone booth, I'd want Sergio Busquets, #1 draft pick. Okay, but the problem is there's a lot more space to cover than what's in a phone booth. So I love Busquets. I really do. But I want a more mobile center mid. Can I just say that? I want a more mobile center mid than what we have in Busquets. That's all I'm saying. Isco would bring creativity. Isco he's not a number 10. I know that he can play as a number 10, but think of him similar to a Pedri, similar to an Iniesta. It's an attacking midfielder. I don't think he would start, but he would offer some experience to someone like a Gavi, someone like a Nico. And again, with the injuries that we're dealing with, why not bolster the squad? Dimitar, good morning. Levi, get your mind out of the gutter. Kudus providing us with a Kyle Cash quote saying you can't kick a ball without feet. Technically not true. You can kick a ball with anything, any part of your leg. I think it's technically still kicking it. Like if you kick a ball with your shin, it's still technically kicking it, right? Takir asks, is Kessier my preferred choice in the market for a CDM? Maybe, probably. No one else is coming to mind in terms of like who's available coming up. So maybe Kessier, potentially. Let's jump over to Twitter real quick. We got a few more minutes here on today's show. Let's see if any big news pops up. Oh, this will be interesting. A new show for Culers, the Camp Now Kitchen. Wow. Barcelona getting desperate for views here. Barcelona, among other clubs, are interested in signing Aubameyang from Arsenal on loan. Tell you what, would have liked to have him here 3 years ago, but if it's a loan, if it's a loan and we don't have to pay his full contract, I would be interested in getting Aubameyang. I don't want to sign anybody, any number 9s, permanently in January. Save that money. Listen to Lil Dicky. Save that money. Keep it for Haaland or a backup. Barca Universal asks, what do you think about Frankie's form lately? Ronald de Bauer said the constant changes of coaches can affect him, as well as the fact that Busquets is still key in the midfield. Fair. I think we got to give Frankie de Jong his chance in the defensive mid role. Have to give him his chance. What happened here? Oh, that's funny. What else we got? Oh, this is... These are all of our matches coming up in February, folks. We are going to be live, doing live watch-along parties for all of these. So if you are just finding us, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, come hang out with us for all these matches. We're going to need the support, folks. Our next one is Barcelona versus Atletico. Chance to climb up to the number 4 spot, leapfrog Atletico in the La Liga table. Then we got a very tough Catalan rival in Espanyol. Then we have Europa League tie against Napoli, a La Liga rival against Valencia, back to Europa League against Napoli, and then rounding out the month against Athletic Club. Wow. Folks, this month is, I'm not going to say it's going to make or break us, but this upcoming month of February is going to be hugely influential in our in the outcomes of this season. This is a big month we got coming up for us, folks. Huge month, I would say. What do I think about the Ajax right back? Dest beat him out already. Dest and what's his name? Mazraoui were both at Ajax. Mazraoui was starting, got injured. Dest came in, took his spot. Then we signed Dest. Now we're looking at Mazraoui. If we get him for free, cool. I will concede that Dest is not doing enough, needs more time to develop, but I'm not ready to give him up yet. Not ready to give him up. So we'll see. We will see what happens. You stupid with the throwback. Seydou Keita reference. I love it. Barcelona always have a couple of players that are just role players. Think about Eider Gudjohnsen. Think about Seydou Keita. Think about Silvinho. Think about an Ed Milson. Ed Milson, excuse me. We always have those role players. Right now we are lacking, unfortunately. But it is what it is. So, we talked about the good, the bad, the Barca. We talked about Vipula. He already beat him out in Ajax. I understand that you are currently judging Dest's performance at Barcelona versus Mazraoui's performance at Ajax. 2 different clubs, 2 different leagues. Dest is dealing with his second or third manager. New tactics, new expectations. Mazraoui is still playing with the club that he was brought up with and has experience for years now. I actually don't know if he was brought up with Ajax. I'll nix that comment, but he's been there for years. So you can't look at Mazraoui's performance for Ajax, where he's familiar and comfortable, and go, whoa, he's playing well, so let's bring him to Barcelona and he'll be better than Dest. Because Dest outperformed him in Ajax. We bring him to Barcelona, different system, different expectations, not working out as well. What makes you think Mazraoui wouldn't do the same thing? So I'm just not on board. Just not on board. Just saying. Just saying for all you Dest haters out there. We're keeping them, folks. We're keeping them. Adne, hello. Good morning. I'm glad you're able to join us from Gran Canaria. That's not the way that I remember it, folks. Not the way that I remember it. We can debate it another time. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. I'm going to get my day going. Let me know your thoughts. If you're watching this on replay, I want to know what you think about the good, the bad, and the Barca, the overall performance. Let me know your thoughts. Give me your comments down below. And do Barcelona need to make any more signings in January? To do so, we got to get some players out. So let me know. Who do you want out? Who do you want to see come in? Maybe it's nobody. For me, like I said, I'm gonna listen to Lil Dicky. I'm gonna save that money all the way up through summer. That's what I'm talking about, folks. Anyway, we're going to jump off here. Next up on the channel is going to be Wake Up and Barca on Wednesday morning. We'll catch up on all the news, the headlines. We'll have a little caffeine with each other, and we'll get our day going. All right, so thank you all very much for tuning in and taking a ride, and I will see y'all next time. Mwah.